Hello everyone, today we're out on WHITEHART Island, and first off, I hope everyone had a great weekend. I got super busy this weekend and I wasn't able to do any live streams, but I'm definitely planning on it next weekend if I'm not too busy. So hopefully that will end up happening. Today we're out on WHITEHART Island and we're continuing our perfect arrow placement challenge. Now I was thinking what better animal to hunt than the turkey, because I believe the turkey has one of the smallest vitals in the game as far as you can actually get a heart shot on a turkey. You can't actually do that on any pheasant or rabbit or any small game except for the turkey, so this should be a pretty fun challenge. Hopefully we can find some nice gobblers and make some perfect shots. But since this blacktail buck is right underneath us, we might as well start it off and see if we can't get a perfect shot on him. Missed it. Didn't miss by much. Might have pulled a little bit to the left or right, it looks like. But we just got a call from a gobbler not too far away, right over here. So he's probably going to go bed down over by the beach. But at least we have a gobbler coming in, and it's a good thing he didn't spook. Alright, so our buck stopped somewhere over there. Can still kind of see him. And I think he might have just went on to render. But either way, he's going to be not too far away. So our gobbler just called right over. Oh, there he is right there. He is right there coming in. Alright, well, for some reason, this gobbler does not want to go to our decoys. So we're just going to try for a heart shot right now. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we got him stopped here. And it's not the greatest angle, but we could definitely come close. Missed it. Alright, well I think we're going to hop down and go see where we hit on this gobbler. Then we're going to go over and go pick up our blacktail buck. So we did get body on him, but we want to see basically where we hit. And I think maybe we were a little bit too far back. Actually, we weren't probably far enough back the way it was. But where it should have came out, I think we're a little bit too low. Yeah, it looks like we're just a little bit too low. Maybe if we're a little bit higher and somewhere over right here would have been a little bit better. I think we're just a tad bit too low. Alright, here's our buck down right here. I think we're a little bit too much, a little bit too far forward, to be honest. Maybe a little bit to the left. Maybe if we were a little bit more to the right we would have got it. But also I think we're a little bit too far forward for a perfect shot on him. Now we got long shoulder blade, so we were definitely right there. I just think we're a little bit angled too far forward where we kind of missed it. Alright guys, so hunting in stands for turkeys is pretty fun, but it's kind of a little bit easier than if you're on the ground. So that's what we're doing right now. We're actually on the ground. And we got a couple of gobblers coming in right here already. Now we do have some pretty good camo. That one in the front looks pretty solid right there. But we also have a bunch of hens coming too. So basically what we're doing is we're going to try and call them this direction here. And we're going to get behind one of these trees. Get our CAMO PULSAR loaded up. And see if we can't take a shot. Yeah, I want to get right over here on this tree. It's going to be a little bit difficult because when you load the CAMO PULSAR, it just takes so long to actually load it. So I almost want to be loaded by the time they actually do come in. And I want to be able to have a little bit of camouflage, which I think we do have camo here. Yeah, we do have camouflage. So we should be setting pretty good. And I kind of want to get right behind this tree. Yep, we got good camouflage. Now let's pop up here and just see what's going on. They should be up right there. Alright, so we got the front one right here at 61. I believe the other one's a little bit bigger. So this gobbler shouldn't really be able to see us that good from there. I'm not sure. They do have some pretty good eyesight. But we should be alright because we're behind a couple of trees here. Alright, so there's the other gobbler. That's the one we want. I think he might be a little bit bigger. No, not really. They're both about the same. So it won't really make too much difference as long as they come in and give us a decent shot. Yeah, they already lost attraction to the call, so I have to call a little bit more. Get him to come a little bit closer. And I think we're going to go prone and try and sneak up to these trees right here. If we're lucky, we should be able to pop right between these two trees and get a perfect shot. Yep. Alright, so we have good camo right here, and we got a gobbler right there at 32 meters out. But we don't have our bow ready. Oh, we actually have this gobbler here, and he's about 15 meters away, coming right at us. Perfect. Drilled him! I think we made it happen. I think the other gobbler just took off too. Maybe not. But I did see a deer take off back there. Oh, another gobbler coming in. That's pretty cool. That should be a different gobbler, because the other one that was here, I believe he took off. It's possibly him, but I think it might be a different one. So that worked out really good. Got right behind this tree, used it for some good cover, and he came right to us. Perfect. Alright, here comes the gobbler. Let's see if it's the same one or a different one. This actually, I believe, is the same one, but that's just because of the weight. I'm not exactly sure. Either that or it's pretty close to the same size, because the other one was almost the exact same size. So I think this might be the same one, but at the same time I feel like he probably should have spooked a little bit further than only like 50 meters away. Alright, so we already have him at 32 meters right there, and he's coming closer. He is coming really close. So I think right now we're going to pop up. No, maybe not. He stopped right when we were about to pop up. And you don't want to take that shot because he could easily start walking. He's just a little bit too far away for a perfect shot. So we'll call a little bit, get him coming, and we'll get ready to take a nice 20-meter shot. We should make it happen. Yeah, there he is. We got him at 28 meters. He should come a little bit closer. We're going to move back a little bit on this tree right here so we have a little bit more camo. Don't want him to see us. Alright, here he comes, here he comes. We're going to get our bow out, and he's going to go behind that tree. He should pop out just in time to give us a shot. Oh, he's kind of stopped a little bit further than I would like, but we could definitely make it happen. I think we just did. Alright, so I think we might have two perfect shots, and we have two gobblers down. Oh, right there, right there. The other gobbler's coming in. Unless this is a different one. I don't know where he came from. This should be the other one. Oh no, this is definitely a different gobbler. This is a solid one. 40 to 60 score. Probably going to be about 50 plus. We'll see what happens when he comes in. Although I don't really see much for a beard at the moment. He's a big double beard, which are pretty cool. These big double beards are really cool, especially in real life. Alright, so he's coming in, kind of sneaking in from the back side here. But the good thing is we got a tree right between us and him, and we'll be setting pretty good as soon as he comes in. So we'll just give a couple of little calls, and it should swing him around enough to pop out behind this tree. The only thing is, I don't know which side of the tree he's going to pop out on. I don't know. That's going to be a chance we're just going to have to take. I would imagine he's going to swing around the outside. And if that's the case... Yeah, he's right there. He's right there. Perfect. Yep, he's coming around wide. A lot of times they don't come directly to you. They'll swing around wide and then come around the backside. And that's exactly what this gobbler's about to do. So we got him here at about 18 meters out, and he's looking right at us. He definitely sees us, so we're going to draw back. And we pulled a little bit right on him, but we didn't really have much choice. Might have caught lung on him actually, because he didn't go 5-10 meters. But at least we got 2 perfect shots over here, I believe. And that makes 4 gobblers now. So let's go over here. And let's go see what we had happen on our first gobbler. This should be him right here. Yeah, this is the first one we shot. Yep. Alright, so let's pick him up and see where we hit. Yep, we got a perfect shot. And at 13.3 meters, we got Hart. And he scores 43.7. Definitely a solid gobbler, considering the double bearded ones don't really get that big. Well, it looks like we have another gobbler coming in. So even though we just got this turkey pose almost perfect, I'm very happy with that trophy shot. We're going to get it ready and we'll take a picture. Made a perfect shot on him. But we need to get ready on this other gobbler here. I don't know where it called from, but it didn't call too far away. Now, I think we should probably get back to the same place that we just were, because we got a perfect spot where we can see really good, and also we can go prone without him actually seeing us. Alright, well, we have visual of a gobbler coming right down the road, right here, right to us. It actually looks like there's a couple of turkeys coming. I think that might be a... No, we have 2 gobblers coming in. And we have a hen coming as well. So I believe we have 2 gobblers and a hen. Maybe 2 hens coming right down the road, right to us. So it sort of looks like this hen wants to come in first. We're going to have to be careful, not call too much, because then she'll come right to us. But if we call just enough, she should come about 30 meters, stop, and kind of hang out there and maybe turn around. And by that time, maybe we could call a little bit and hopefully that gobbler swings around and comes in. Alright, so there's a gobbler there. We actually have another turkey coming in somewhere too. This might be the other gobbler. I believe he snuck in the back side. I can hear him flapping his wings. But I can't... Oh, there he is. Alright, so there's one gobbler on the right. 40 to 55 on him. Pretty solid gobbler. And the one on the left, 40 to 55 on him as well. So they both are exactly the same, and they're coming right to us. But we gotta be careful. I thought I heard another one sneaking in from the backside, and if that's the case, that's not a good thing. Alright, so this hen is getting really close to us, and I'm just hoping that she turns around and decides to go the other way and mind her own business, because there's nothing for her over here. Either that or we might have to try and pull about a 50 or 60 meter shot on one of these gobblers. Let's see, she's right there at literally about 8 meters away from us, looking right at us. And she can definitely see something's going on, and she doesn't like it. Alright, so they're turning away now. Oh, I think she spooked. She spooked him. Yeah, they all busted. But you're going to have that. If you get a hen too close to you like that, it's just not... You can't do anything about it. All you can do is basically try and find where they went and see if you can get back on them again and try and call them in again and start back over from the beginning. Or we have another gobbler that just called right over here to the left of us. So that should be number 6 that just called over here. Not too far away. So he must have been sneaking in the backside, and the hen, when she took off, she didn't actually scare him. So he's coming in perfect. We should be able to see him here any second now. Alright, so I just saw some movement right here, but I'm not sure if it was a gobbler or what it was. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's definitely not a gobbler. That's a black-tailed buck. Looks like a young 115 scoring blacktail buck. Just kind of wandering around all by himself, which is a bit odd because you would think there'd be a few more in the group, but maybe not. Yep. Here we have a doe coming. 2 does and a young blacktail buck. Still haven't seen the gobbler yet. 3, 4 does, 5 does. Oh, there we go. That's a pretty solid buck. We got a 150s blacktail buck right there. I had a feeling that there'd be a couple more bucks in the group. Not a giant, not really worth passing up on. Oh, there's our gobbler. Yeah, definitely not worth passing up on our gobbler for him. But if there was no gobblers here, we would definitely try and take him out as well. But it's still a bit odd that there's only 2 bucks in this whole group. Definitely a bit odd. I don't know why he's starting to come right to us. So hopefully this gobbler steps out here pretty soon. He's coming right behind that tree right there. This buck is coming almost right to us. Okay, good. He turned. Kind of turned and went back. He's still coming sort of towards us, but I think he's going to follow along the road. He's actually feeding there. Kind of nice to watch a good buck like that just sitting there feeding. And our gobbler's right here. This should be the one that we actually saw in the very beginning. The same one that we saw when we took the first perfect shot. He was actually with him. So let's see if we can't call him in and get a perfect shot. Alright, so if we're lucky enough when we take a shot, these other bucks should spook a little bit to the right. So hopefully all the other gobblers that took off before won't spook when these ones all take off. So here he comes. Definitely coming into range now. He's probably about 25 meters out. And we're going to get ready and see if we can't take a shot. Of course he's going to stop right behind that tree. Come on, come a little bit closer. And there's a doe right there too. The other big buck is not too far away. Let's give one call. Oh, no, he's definitely in range. And he sees us too. We're going to have to take a shot. Got him! Perfect shot. Now let's go prone, because the other gobblers shouldn't be too far away. Alright, so we should be able to collect one of our gobblers. Actually, we should be able to grab both of these. And by that time, hopefully the other gobblers are unspooked and maybe they're coming back in already. So at least we have one of these, should be a perfect shot. The other one we might have, I don't know, we might have actually got 2 perfect shots right here. Let's see, I'm trying to remember which one we shot first. Yeah, that's what I thought. We actually hit this one through the neck. But this might be the first one we shot. Let's pick him up and find out. So we got neck and left lung shot on him. And I think this might have been one of the first ones that we shot. His head was down and he was looking at us. So we didn't have the greatest angle. But we definitely dropped him. And this one right here was definitely a perfect shot. Yep, so we have our second perfect shot here. And this one scores 29.1. Super tiny, but another perfect heart shot. Alright, so our other gobblers should be coming in here pretty soon. But for the... Was that a gobbler? No, that was a whitetail buck. We got a whitetail buck here. We might try and call him in as well, just to see what he is. Because we are in a pretty good spot, and there could be some good whitetail bucks around. So we'll call him. Then we'll head back over here and pick up our gobbler that we hit. I think we hit this one in the one lung. Yeah, maybe one lung. But actually, I think they might drop if you hit them in the lung. So we might have just body hit this one. Either way, let's go over here and grab it. And then we'll get back over on those gobblers. And maybe even see if we can't get a glimpse of that whitetail buck. So let's check this out here. It looks like we shot him in the neck. Yeah, I don't think we got vitals on him. No, so we got body. He's a pretty solid one though. He scores 50.3. Definitely the biggest one so far. So I think what we're going to do is basically sneak along the edge of this road here. And we'll put out a couple of calls. See if we get a response from any gobblers. And we're also going to keep an eye out for that buck. So there's the hen that screwed everything up for us. We also have a ton of blacktail bucks around too, but I believe they all spooked, so thought I just heard something. Yeah, right there. Gobbler coming right in. He's right there. I actually thought I heard something, but then when I looked, I could see some kind of a fan coming up over this hill. So let's try and put out a call right here and get up over here behind these trees. Hopefully we have time to at least get to these 3 trees right here, and then we'll be able to stand up and take a shot without him actually busting us. That's the one thing about the CAMO PULSAR that I don't like. I really wish that the arrow was always loaded, because in real life when you're hunting, you don't have to knock your arrow every single time you are about to shoot it, because once your arrow's knocked, it's set up and ready for you to draw back, and you can draw back anytime you want and pull the trigger on your release. Alright, well we do have a couple of tree roots right here, so I think we might try and do the same thing and get up on one of these roots. Perfect. So we got a little bit of camouflage here, and let's check. Yeah, definitely have a little bit of camouflage here, so he should swing around and come right down the middle of the road. And it looks like our whitetail buck is coming up also. At least I think that was a buck. Can see legs. Oh my god, that's a huge whitetail. 150 to 170. He's going to be a 160 plus score for sure. But he's a wide rack. Really cool rack. Yeah, he might be a 170 plus. And it looks like this gobbler here is not that big. 40 to 55. We just got another call from another gobbler. No, that might have been the same gobbler. So now is when things get tricky. What do? Do you take the big buck or the gobbler? Even though we are after gobblers, this is a pretty awesome buck. I believe he's a big 6x6, but he's really wide. Alright, so we put out a call. He should swing back around. And I think we're going to take him out with the carbon recurve and see if we can make a perfect shot. We actually do have one arrow loaded, but we're going to load some more up here in a second. Yeah, there's our buck. So if we're lucky, we can make a good hit on him. And then we'll be able to call that gobbler back over to us and make a good hit on him too. That's not a good idea. He's coming right down the road. Well, we might have to take a shot right through these pine trees here, because he's going to keep walking probably and stop right in that little opening right there. And it's definitely going to have to do for a shot. Yep, come on, stop. Oh, come on, stop. Oh, we hit a little bit low. Thought it was a perfect shot. But there he goes. It looks like body blood. But it was not a very good angle, and we were pretty high up. So we probably shouldn't have went right for the heart. We should have went for the top of the heart instead of the middle of it, and that's what happened. We hit the middle of it, and he took off this direction here. But I wonder if our gobbler is still around. Whoa, then I guess we got another buck here that I didn't see. What? Another whitetail buck? No way. Where is it and what is it? Oh, he's right there. He's literally right there. And I think he's tiny, that's why we can't even see the horns on him. Yeah, he's tiny, look at that. Tiny little buck. Well, I guess we're going to take a shot on him. Got him. Now, I was hoping that he didn't spook too far because that gobbler should still be coming in. But yeah, usually when you can't see a buck like that, a lot of times it's because he's so small that you literally can't even see him. Most of the time you're looking for horns. If you're looking for a big buck, you're going to be looking for horns. You're not going to be looking for a deer in general. You just look for horns. Then once you find the horns, you can find the body. So let's pick him up. We did get a perfect shot on him. We got shoulder blade, heart, and left lung at 13.1 meters. So that makes 3 perfect shots. And in case you guys want to know where we're at, right here is where we are. And actually, I might put a tree stand up here because this spot seems pretty solid. We got blacktail, we got whitetail, gobblers all over, and this is really good for bull elk. I know there's definitely some bulls all along this area here. Alright, so we're just tracking our whitetail buck that we hit, and a gobbler just called right up here, basically in the exact same spot that we got the other 2 gobblers from. And I hope he didn't just spook. I just saw something move over there. Pretty awesome buck. You can see he's missing 1 tine there, but other than that, he's a pretty awesome one. We tracked him for quite a ways actually. We hit him way back over here, so a good 700-800 meters probably. Definitely ran quite a ways, but we shot him at 11.4 meters and we hit him in the body. Let's see what he scores. He scores 158.5. Probably would have scored a little bit more if he had some more tines, but he's still an awesome buck. Actually, it looks like we might have shot a little bit high. A little bit high and a little bit forward. Maybe if we were about 2 inches back and probably a little bit lower. I don't think it was really about the highness. I think it was more about it was a little bit too far forward. We should have been back just a little bit, but still a pretty awesome buck to take out with the carbon recurve. Alright guys, so we actually did manage to track down that other gobbler, and you can see he's right out there. You can just barely see his red head popping out, and now he's all strutted out there, so you can definitely tell it's him. He is coming in already, but we do have our tree stand right over here. However, I don't think we can actually get to it. We probably could, but we do have some nice brush right here, nice little pine tree. We should use that and it should work just fine. There he is, you can see him right there. 40 to 55, so that is the big one from before. Definitely a nice gobbler coming right in. Okay, perfect. We can actually see him right here while we're laying prone, and he's coming right in. There we go. Now we got him coming right to us. He's actually stopped at about 15 meters out. Can just barely see him. Perfect shot. I think we might have hit a little bit high. We might have got neck and lung on that, but considering we could barely see him, that was a pretty awesome shot. So let's go head over here. We'll double check to make sure there's not another gobbler coming in. I don't think there is, but I know there's one not too far away from here. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about... Oh, right there. There he is. There's our other gobbler. But I think this one might be a little bit smaller, so I'm not really too concerned about him. I do believe we got the biggest one here, and we made an awesome shot. So let's take a look at him. You can see some lung blood here, and you can see the arrow placement looks perfect. So let's pick him up and see how we did. Yep, we got it. 23.6 meters. We got a heart and left lung. Perfect shot. And he scores 44.3. So what an awesome gobbler. And an awesome way to end this video. I don't think we're really going to worry about the last gobbler that's coming in here. He's probably going to walk right past us, but that's alright. Alright, well I think that looks pretty cool. And that makes 4 perfect shots. We got 3 perfect shots on 3 gobblers and 1 perfect shot on the small whitetail buck. And we also shot a pretty good 158 whitetail buck. Didn't hit him the greatest, but overall the hunt turned out pretty amazing and I'm very happy with that. So I think that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Well, I guess that makes 5.